Hi, welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. I'm Nicole, and today I'll be guiding you through a 1 hour recharge with conscious breath yoga class. In this class, we're going to recharge, strengthen, and stretch the body and the mind, keeping the mind on the breath as we go through the series. So let's get started with just setting an intention for the class. Taking a moment to dedicate the class. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And we'll start seated on our mats. And we'll start with doing some neck warm-ups, just gently with our inhale, bringing the chin up. And with the exhale, bringing the chin towards the chest. Inhaling up. Exhaling, chin to chest. Inhaling up. Exhale down. And back to center. Raising our right arm up, placing our right hand on our left ear. Gently guide your head to your right shoulder, extending the right arm out, palm facing forward. So you're just putting a very gentle pressure with your right hand, stretching that left side channel. Our left side channel holds ignorant desire and puts knots in our central channel, our channel of love and compassion. Gently release. Bring the hand down, back to center. Raise your left arm up. Place your left hand on your right ear and gently guide your head to your left shoulder, extending your palm out and forward. And close your eyes if you'd like. Breathing into that right side, stretching the right side channel now. The Pingala channel, and this holds ignorant disliking. So emotions such as anger, getting angry at people because of our misunderstanding of where the anger is coming from. So we're trying to bring the energy to the central channel to be able to act with understanding, with wisdom, and with love and compassion. And gently release. Great, now we'll go into shoulder rolls. Inhaling, rolling the shoulders off. Exhale, rolling them down. Inhale up. Exhale back and down. And I encourage you, if you feel comfortable, to close your eyes as much as you can throughout the class. I'll try to guide you so you can really go inward. And reverse the movement. Inhaling up, exhaling forward and down. Loosening up and warming up the shoulders. And release and roll the shoulders one time back just to straighten the posture. All right, we're going to stretch the arms, bringing the right arm up, bending at the elbow, grabbing your elbow with your left hand, just giving yourself a nice stretch here. Again, you can close your eyes if you'd like and just try to keep the mind on the inhales and the exhales. Noticing the sensations in the body. And gently release. Switch your arms, grabbing your left elbow. Try to bring your left hand to the spine if you can. We'll stay here for a few breaths. And gently release. Good job. All right, we're going to continue stretching the side channels. Bring our right hand to the mat. And you can bring the palm down, or you can bring the whole forearm down. And then stretch your left arm over your left ear towards the right side. So taking the forearm option or leaving the arm up. Really reaching to the right side. And try not to fold forward, keeping the chest open here. Connecting with the breath, feeling the cool air coming in as you inhale, and the warm air coming out as you exhale. And gently release, coming back to center, bringing our left hand or forearm to the mat, then stretching our right arm to the left side, keeping your chest open, reaching to the left side, stretching the right hand side channel, bringing our energy towards the central channel, the channel of wisdom of prajna. So through our asana poses, we're bringing our energy towards that central channel, and this will help the seeds of wisdom that we've planted in the past to ripen, and we'll be able to see the world more clearly and with love and compassion. And gently release, coming back to center. And now we'll go into tabletop position. Continuing to warm up the spine, doing some cat and cow stretches. So inhaling, arching the back, looking up, exhaling, rounding the back up. Inhaling, arching the back, bringing the chin up, exhaling, rounding the back, chin to chest. And you can do this to the rhythm of your breath at your own pace. A few more times here. And slowly back to center. Okay, we're going to continue our warm-up by stretching out our left arm and then stretching out our right leg. And then here we're going to tighten the core, keeping the spine straight, just holding here for 10 breaths. Keeping that leg straight and up. Just pulling in opposite directions. And gently release. Back to tabletop, and then raise your right arm up and raising the left arm up, left leg up, stretching in opposite directions, keeping the core muscles tight. Staying with the breath. Watching the breath, how it's reacting to the different poses. Trying to have nice even inhales and exhales. You can make your exhales a little longer. And gently release, coming back to child's pose. And then curling the legs under to downward facing dog. Holding downward facing dog. And then slowly walking the feet forward to the front of the mat. To your forward fold. Legs slightly bent. And then slowly coming up to standing position at the top of the mat. So we're going to start with our 3 rounds of sun salutations, bringing the palms forward for Tadasana mountain pose. Roll your shoulders up and back, raise your toes, and then press them into the mat, feeling that support of your mat and of the earth under you, supporting you through your practice. Taking a nice deep inhale and a nice long exhale. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Exhale, palms down and back. Inhale, swing your arms up and lightly back. Exhale, diving forward to your forward fold, hands clasped behind the back. Knees can be bent here. You're trying to bring the chest towards the legs. Inhale, release your hands, step your right foot to the back of the mat, knee down, heart open towards the sky. Holding here for a couple breaths, going a little deeper in the stretch. And inhale, exhale, stepping back to plank pose. Inhale, bring the knees down. Exhale, chest, chin down. And inhale, coming up to baby cobra. Exhale, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. And here, you can walk the dog out, bringing one knee in at a time. Warming up the hamstrings. And release. Inhale, stepping the right foot to the front of the mat, left knee down, heart open towards the sky. Taking a couple breaths here. And exhale, forward fold, hands clasped behind the back, knees slightly bent. Bring the chest towards the legs. And inhale, swing the arms up and lightly back. And exhale, diving back down to forward folds, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, stepping the left foot to the back of the mat, knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, stepping back to your plank pose. And inhale, bring the knees down. Exhale, chest, chin down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, curling the toes under. Downward facing dog. Holding downward facing dog. Again, walking the dog, bringing one knee in at a time. You have tight hamstrings. This is a really good stretch. And release. Inhale, stepping the left foot to the front of the mat, knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, forward folds, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, swinging the arms up and lightly back. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Just taking an inhale and exhale here. And inhale, bringing your hands to your heart center. Exhale, palms down and back. Inhale, swinging the arms lightly up and back. And exhale, diving forward, forward fold, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, step your right foot to the back of the mat, knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, stepping back to plank pose. And we're going to hold plank pose here for 5 breaths. Keeping the core tight, keeping the body in a straight line. If you need to, you can bring your knees down. And inhale, bring the knees down. Exhale, chest, chin down. Inhale, baby cobra, or extending the arms for cobra. Exhale, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Holding downward facing dog. Pressing the palms into the mat, trying to bring the heels towards the mat. Your neck is relaxed, and the sternum is going towards the legs and towards the mat. And inhale, step your right foot to the front of the mat, left knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, forward folds, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, swing your arms up and lightly back. And exhale, diving back down to forward fold, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, step your left foot to the back of the mat, knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, stepping back to plank. And again, we're going to hold for 5 breaths here. Bringing some heat into the body. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring the knees down. Exhale, chest chin down. And inhale, coming into baby cobra or extending the arms for cobra. Exhale, curling the toes under, downward facing dog. Holding downward facing dog. Keeping the mind on the inhales and the exhales, watching the breath, watching the sensations of the body. And inhale, stepping the left foot to the front of the mat, knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, hands crossed behind the back. Inhale, swing your arms up and lightly back. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Taking an inhale and an exhale here, checking in with yourself. And last round, inhale, bringing the hands to the heart center. Exhale, palms down and back. Inhale, swing your arms up and lightly back. Exhale, forward fold, hands crossed behind the back. Inhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat, knee down, heart open, towards the sky. Exhale, plank pose. Now we're going to go into side plank, bringing our left hand towards the center and then coming onto the side. Your legs can be stacked or the bottom leg down, or you can bring the right leg in front of the left. Three more breaths here. You're doing great. And then coming back to center to plank pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring the knees down. Exhale, chest, chin down. Inhale, coming up to cobra or upward facing dog. And then into downward facing dog. Holding downward facing dog. And inhale, bringing the right foot to the front of the mat, left knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, swing your arms up and lightly back. And exhale, back to forward fold, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, step your left foot to the back of the mat, knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, stepping back to plank pose. And then bringing your right hand to the center and going into side plank on the opposite side. Your right knee can be down on the mat, legs stacked, or one in front of the other. 3 more breaths here. You're doing great. And coming back to center, back to plank pose, taking an inhale and an exhale. And inhale, bring the knees down. Exhale, chest chin down. Inhale, coming into cobra or upward facing dog. And then meeting at downward facing dog. Holding downward facing dog. And inhale, step your left foot to the front of the mat, right knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, stepping into forward fold, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, swing your arms up and lightly back. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, release the hands down for Tadasana, mountain pose. Taking a moment here. Good job. We're done with our 3 rounds of sun salutations. And from here, we're going to go into sitting position. We're going to go into a twist. So you can bring your legs straight out and then bend your right leg. Place your right foot over your left leg. We're going to do a twist. Left leg can stay straight, or if you can, tuck it over to your side. Bring your right palm behind you. Inhale, raise your left arm up. Exhale, twist, either grabbing your right leg or hooking your elbow over your knee and looking past your right shoulder. And you can also keep the eyes to the right corners, giving the eyes a little stretch. This is a really good pose for removing any toxins from the body. Our spine holds a lot of toxins. This is a really good release for that. So make sure you drink a glass of water after class. It'll help flush that out. We're also twisting our side channels here, trying to undo the knots that they put on the central channel, the channel of wisdom, of prajna, so we can not live with an ignorance. We can be clear from how what we're doing is affecting us. And gently release, little counter stretch to the opposite side. And we're going to switch our legs, bringing them straight out, bending the right leg, placing it over the left knee, bringing our left leg to the side. Oh, we just did that one. Opposite. So just switch the legs. And then we're going to bring the left leg behind our lower back. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, grabbing your left leg or hooking your elbow over your left knee and looking past your left shoulder. Bring your eyes to the left corner. Few more breaths here. You're doing great. And gently release. Counter twist to the other side. And bring the legs forward. So we're going to go into Dandasana, staff pose. Raising our arms up. And inhale here. Exhale. Bringing our hands to our shins. And just coming halfway down here. Can keep a light bend in the legs. Just try to keep the spine straight. Welcome to close your eyes here. Just focus on the inhales and the exhales. And you're welcome to stay here holding the shins, or if you want, you can go further down. And you can bend the knees a little more if you'd like. Just trying to bring the chest towards the legs, the head towards the legs, but keeping the spine straight. And gently release, bringing the feet together for bound ankle pose. So if you can open your feet up here, but you can also keep them like this. Just doing the best that you can today. And taking a nice inhale. And exhale, just coming halfway down. Not all the way. You can hold your feet or bring your hands forward. Closing your eyes if you like. Just noticing the cool air coming in as you inhale. And the warm air coming out as you exhale. Maybe you can feel or hear your heartbeat. Just watching the sensations of the body. And you can stay here or go further down. You can bring your arms to the floor, trying to bring the chest towards the floor, but trying to keep the spine straight. Few more breaths here. Keeping that awareness that what we're doing, the efforts we're putting in our yoga class will bring beautiful results in the future. then gently coming up, bringing the legs together. And we're just going to bring ourselves back to the mat, but keeping the legs bent. We're going to do windshield wiper pose. So arms are extended and in cactus position, so bent in 90-degree angles. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, bring our knees to the right side, bringing them to the floor. So you're getting a nice stretch here. And inhale back to center. Exhale, bringing the knees to the opposite side. Inhaling up. And you're going to continue this at your own speed to the rhythm of your breath. Inhaling up and exhaling, bringing the legs to the side. So don't just let your knees fall. You're really trying to bring them to the floor. Controlling the movements. And we're going to meet back at center. Bring our knees in towards the chest. And then rolling forward. Bringing our hands to the mat, coming into plank pose. And then we're going to go through a vinyasa, bringing the knees down towards the mat. And then chest, chin down as you exhale. And then inhaling, coming up to cobra. From here, coming into downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog, we're going to step our left foot forward on the mat and then bringing the right foot to align with the short side of the mat, coming up to warrior two. So your front leg should be at a 90-degree angle, and you should see your toes in front. You don't want to stretch the knee in front of the toes. Holding here. The arms are pulling in opposite directions. And then we're going to reverse the warrior, bringing our right hand to our back leg, stretching our left arm to the back of the mat. And then bringing our forearm to our left leg, stretching our right arm to the front side of the mat. This is a supported side angle pose. And then coming back to warrior two. Now we're going to switch the legs, straightening our left leg, bringing it forward, aligning it with the short side of the mat, and then right leg is facing the front now in a 90-degree angle. Warrior two. arms pulling in opposite directions, feeling the strength of the warrior pose, staying connected with the breath. And reversing the warrior, left hand goes to the back leg, right arm stretches over you to the back of the mat. And then bringing our right forearm to the front leg and stretching the left arm to the front of the mat. You can gaze forward or up towards the sky. You're doing great. We're planting very, very good seeds through our yoga, strengthening and recharging the body. And then coming back to warrior two, straightening the right leg, bringing our foot forward, and we're going to fold forward here. So bringing our hands to our hips, coming halfway down, and then releasing our hands to align with the feet. If you need to, you can widen the stance. This will make it easier to align your hands with your feet. And then we're going to bring the head towards the mat here, if you can, just as far as you can go down. Holding for a few breaths. Staying connected with the inhales and the exhales. And slowly coming halfway up, bringing your hands to your hips and coming all the way up. Heel toeing your feet together. Good job. Shake it out a little bit. Move your body side to side, swinging your arms side to side. Distributing the energy through the body. And shake your legs out a little more. All right, next we're going to stretch our side channels, bringing our arms up, interlacing our fingers. Inhale, pressing your right foot into the mat. Exhale, bring your arms to the right side. Your arms should be glued to your ears here. Few breaths here. Try to stay connected with the inhale and the exhale. We're stretching the left side channel here, the Ida channel, that holds ignorant desire, thinking that things will make us happy from their own side, and if we're going to have a lot of stuff, it's going to make us happy. But really, happiness comes from bringing joy and happiness to others. And that's how we experience happiness ourselves. So we're trying to bring our channel our energy into the central channel, the channel of wisdom, love, and compassion, of our theme of today, so we can plant more happiness seeds and see more happiness in our lives, coming back to center by bringing happiness to others. Okay, so we're just going to change the clasp of our hands, bringing the arms up. Now going to the opposite side, going to the left. Arms glued to your ears. Now we're stretching the right side channel, the Pingala channel, and the channel of ignorant dislike. So this channel, when our energy is in this channel, where we could be getting angry or jealous and thinking that others are trying to hurt us, and then if our energy's in this channel, we could react back with anger. But if by bringing the energy into the central channel, then we can use prajna, wisdom, to have understanding and act with compassion. Couple more breaths here. Coming back to center, releasing the arms down. Shake it out a little bit. Shake your legs out again. Swinging the arms side to side. Good job. All right, going into tree pose next, Vrikshasana. We're going to press our left foot into the mat and then bring our right foot to our left ankle, our shin, or our upper thigh. Just try to avoid putting your foot on your knee. We don't want to put pressure on the knee. And then try to find a focal point, a drishti. This will help you focus. Keeping the core muscles tight. Then just bring the right knee slightly back. You can bring your hands to your heart center. Staying here for a few breaths. If you fall out, just gently come back and join us back in the pose. Or if this is very easy for you, you can try to close your eyes while holding the pose. And gently release, bringing the knee forward, releasing the leg, shake it out a little bit. Pressing our right foot into the mat, left foot goes to the ankle, shin or upper thigh. Finding your drishti, your focal point. Tightening the core muscles. Once you feel balanced, moving the left knee slightly back. Hands to heart center. Few more breaths here. And gently bringing the knee forward and releasing the leg, shaking the legs out a little bit. Then we're going to come back down to the mat. And here we're going to do just a couple more poses. Keeping the legs bent. Our next pose is going to be bridge pose. So we're going to lift the hips up as high as you can. Tuck the shoulders under And if you can, clasp your hands under the bum. Staying here for a few breaths. Couple more breaths here. Keeping the hips up. You're almost done. And gently release, untucking the shoulders, releasing the hands. Bring the spine back to the mat. Bringing your knees in towards your chest. Giving yourself a little hug. Moving side to side a little bit for a little massage. And for our last pose before Shavasana, we're going to lift the legs up and just keep them up here for Waterfall Pose. Letting the blood calm down the legs, giving the heart a little break, not having to pump as hard. You can close your eyes here. Also, if you have a belt or something, you can hold your legs up that way. But we'll be here for about 10 breaths, and then we'll release down for Shavasana. Also, if you have a free wall near you, this is a really great pose to just let your legs lay on the wall and just relax. And slowly releasing the legs down to the mat and coming in to our final pose, Shavasana. Letting the legs and arms just spread out and relax. Allowing yourself this time to completely relax. Melting the body into the mat. Relaxing your face, your forehead, your jaw, your tongue. Letting all the energy disperse through the body. And coming back to the breath. Starting to bring yourself back to the space. Starting to move your fingers and your toes. Giving yourself a nice long stretch. And coming on to your favorite side for a quick rest. And when you're ready, coming up to sitting position. Bringing your hands to your heart center. Bringing to mind the intention, the dedication you set at the beginning of the class. And we're going to do one beautiful Om and send that out together. Taking a nice deep inhale. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for yoga today. I hope to see you next class.